What if Goku was born with Omni Key Part 1? Now, before the video starts, it's time for a very important announcement here today. As you guys can see, today is February the 12th. This is the date where I officially started my channel, and if I'm correct, it is actually the first date that I posted my first video, which was actually a Bardock power level. Now, this 1 year anniversary is very special to me as because it has been 1 year that I have been on YouTube, and that I've been doing YouTube videos ever since. And guys, it has been one heck of a ride, and I'm so honored, truly honored, to be given this opportunity to do YouTube, to where now I'm partnered, and I'm making money so I can get myself food and everything. And I just cannot express my gratitude and my thanks to all of you for all you have done for me, as we are nearly at 10,000 subscribers. We're nearly at 9,000. You know, I've gotten hundreds of thousands of views, nearly 1 million views in total, you know. And when I first started, I never thought that my YouTube channel would be anything. My friend offered me the idea, and he told me that, oh, you know, you're really good at it, maybe you should give it a try. And I said, sure, why not? So I'll give it a try. Well, ever since then, it's truly blown me away at the progress that I'm going, and at the rate that I'm rising. And it's not because of me, it's because of you guys. You guys have truly changed my life, and I'm so honored to have this YouTube channel, and I cannot wait to see what the next year will bring for us. So if we can just keep on going, we might be able to reach 20,000 subscribers or something. That'll be crazy. But anyway, I decided to go balls to the wall crazy today and do a what if that usually I'm not very comfortable with doing. I like to follow some realism to my Dragon Ball what ifs, as there are some YouTubers, fair play, who do these completely out of the world RP ideas that don't make no sense, but fair play, they have 100,000 plus more subscribers than me, and not to mention they're far better off than I am. So maybe they're doing something right, I don't know. But as for me though, I decided every now and again I will go a little bit off the walls for you guys and give you something special. So today I'm going to be doing a what if that I've never done before, and this will be what if Goku was born with Omni Key. Now, how this what if is going to start out, I'm just going to explain, is that Zeno here is actually kind of let down that Goku's not hanging out with him as much. Now, of course, the usual Zeno would have forgotten about it or destroyed everything. This version of Zeno says, well, I actually want to test Goku and see. I want him to be my best buddy. So, Zeno would, of course, Zeno can see past, present, or future. He would change time itself, making another timeline, to where this version of Goku here is born with his Omni energy. Now, of course, he has told the Grand Priest to be kind of like guidance, as the Grand Priest cannot meddle in mortal affairs. That is true, but he will be a guidance and help teach Goku across his journey, to make sure that Goku was still the kind-hearted Saiyan that he was, but to also not completely destroy everything. So, anyway, let's get into the video. Thank you guys for all the support, and I hope you guys enjoyed this 1 year anniversary video. In Zeno's palace, Zeno sat there bored. He was actually kind of let down that Goku would, you know, not really hang out with him that much. So Zeno actually has an idea. He tells the other Zeno, or the future Zeno, hey, I have a good idea about helping out Goku. Now, of course, the other Zeno was like, oh, what do you really mean? It's like, well, we can maybe help Goku see. So they would talk back and forth. The Dakaishin was confused. But Zeno came up with a great idea. Oh, we can just make another timeline. And it can actually have Goku be our friend and he can play with us. Now, of course, the Dakaishin was like, well, why would you want to do that, my lord? I can always just tell Goku to come join us. Zeno was like, no, we want to do something special. Goku's really strong, so why don't we actually make sure he doesn't get hurt so we can give him some of our powers? So, a new timeline was made just like that. Zeno has the ability to do certain things like that, like it was nothing. Now, of course, Zeno would tell the Dakaishin that he is kind of like a guidance teacher, as he will help Goku along his journey, but he knows he cannot mess with mortal affairs. But at least he can train Goku and help him learn his power so he does not completely destroy everything. Now, of course, Dakaishin agrees, as he must agree whatever Zeno says, as that is his lord. Now, on planet Vegeta, years ago, Goku was now born. Now, this is where a lot of things are different here, is the factor of that they cannot sense Goku's power level. Goku, of course, was an infant here. His hair kept on changing colors, and it was weird, and the machines could not gauge his power. So, that is why they said, oh, his power must be so low that he must be a defect, right? So, they sent him away. Same thing on Earth. Now, Bardock and Genie would still save Goku and send him off, and Frieza would still destroy planet Vegeta. Now, all the original Saiyans do survive, of course, such as Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz. Goku was sent to Earth, where he would still meet Grandpa Gohan. Now, in the background, the Daikaishin was actually watching and making sure that nothing goes on here. Now, Goku's Omni power is dormant inside of his body until he'll probably reach the age of a full-grown man. But as he ages older, the power will start coming out more and more and more until he reaches his full potential. Now, Goku here would actually still fall and hit his head. Now, the Daikaishin would have actually tried saving him, but he stays back as he knows he cannot mess with mortal affairs, and he knows that this is actually the reason why Goku is so kind-hearted and loving and not, a wild rabid Saiyan. So Goku would still hit his head, and that's when it changes Goku. Now, this is when some things will change here, is the fact that when Goku actually transforms into a great ape. Now, Goku would still not be able to use his Omni power, but his power level was much higher than the original. During this time, though, Grandpa Gohan would still pass away trying to stop him, and it would actually be the Grand Priest who would have to come in and actually neck chop the Great Ape on the back of the large neck and knock him out cold. Now, the Grand Priest thinks that that's a very interesting ability, but I have to wait until he's old enough and I start training him once more. 5 years would pass. More. 10 years would pass. Goku was now a young kid, and he would still meet Bulma. Now, Bulma was, of course, going around looking for the Dragon Balls, as she wanted to really find it for a boyfriend. Now, Goku here in this What If is far stronger than he was before. He automatically has Omni Energy. He already has God Ki, so nobody can really sense his power anyway. But power level-wise, he is extremely strong. I would even say power levels along the lines of potentially hundreds of thousands. But of course, it's still dormant as he cannot release that full power yet, because if he does, he'll just end up hurting himself. So, as for Goku here, the goofy thing will still happen to where he meets a girl for the first time, and it was kind of lighthearted and goofy. But the Grand Priest will still be watching, making sure everything goes the same. Now, Goku would still have his little adventures with Bulma. It would be all the way up until after Master Roshi and everything. That is when the Grand Priest would meet Goku for the first time and explain who he is and explain everything to Goku. Now, the Grand Priest says that I'm going to train you so you can be prepared to take down any threat, and you can be a perfect friend for Zeno-sama. So, Goku was confused, but he likes this guy. He's really strong. Goku can actually fight them all out, and Grand Priest was perfectly fine. So, he really likes this guy. He reminds him a lot of his Grandpa Gohan, who the Grand Priest tries to mimic a little bit in terms of his attitude and his carefreeness to make Goku feel more welcome and more gentle. So, the Grand Priest would be training Goku for many years. And by many years, I mean even past the Piccolo saga. Now, passing this, Goku would still defeat Piccolo Jr. Or Piccolo, King Piccolo. There would be no Piccolo Jr. since Goku would completely obliterate him. And realistically, there would still be the androids because of the Red Ribbon Army. Now, of course, the only problem is that Dr. Gero cannot realistically process omnipotent energy. So he cannot take Goku's energy nor the Daikaishin's energy. I know that a lot of What If people do that, to where they'll just say, oh, they took the powers from Beerus, so they're able to do it. Well, no. I don't think that's going to be possible. I'm not saying that the androids are going to be weak by any means. The androids in the future are going to be scary powerful. But now, Goku here, would he still meet Chi-Chi? Actually, no. Because, remember, he's not going on as many adventures as them. He's mainly hanging out with Bulma the most, so he doesn't really meet Chi-Chi all that much. All the way up until he would go meet with Kami and all them and do all that other training. All the way up until the Piccolo Jr. saga. But there's no Piccolo Jr., sadly. Goku would still go to the World Tournament and meet all of his friends once more, as he's been gone for a couple of years now. Bulma was the most happy to actually see Goku. And yes, guys, romance between Bulma and Goku, get ready. But now, Bulma thinks that Goku looks really cute and everything else. Goku would still have his typical G on, and Goku was very, very powerful. Now, going along the lines here, the Grand Priest, he would introduce the Grand Priest to everybody. And Grand Priest obviously told Goku to keep his stuff secretive, as mortals should not be knowing about the gods and such. So, he would just say that, yes, I'm one of Goku's teachers, and I'm one of his family friends, so here I am. Now, Goku would obviously go through the tournament, no issue. He would still meet Chi-Chi, but she would not have that boom love interest, But I do think that she would fall for Goku, but that doesn't mean that she's forcing Goku to marry her, if you get what I'm saying. Now, after the tournament, though, that Goku wins pretty easily, Goku is not really content. He's very bored. Think about it. He has the powers of the Omni King. His power level right now, currently, is in the high millions, or maybe even mid-millions. And that's lowballing Goku, considering the fact that he has omnipotent energy. Now, Goku here is very bored. The only person that he can go really all out and have fun against is the Grand Priest. Other than that, there's no other threat that Goku can really fight, and it really sucks. It really, really sucks. But the Grand Priest actually has a fix for that, but he's going to talk to him about that later. Beerus. But he's going to worry about that later, as he knows that the God of Destruction is still sleeping. So he wants Beerus to be at his full percent when he fights Goku in the next 40 plus years. Now, Goku, during this time, I would say the next couple of years, he would actually go stay at Bulma's house or stay at Mount Paozu, because he has really nowhere else to go. And Bulma would actually start hanging out with him a lot more, and they would start developing a romance. Now, 5 years would pass on. This is when Raditz would land on Earth. Now, once when Raditz lands on Earth, he is going to meet Goku and his friends, and Goku does have a son. He would still name him Gohan, but this version of Gohan does have, I would say, he would still have the black hair, but his eyes are actually blue, kind of like Trunks. Now, that's where I'm going to end the What If. I know the What If seems a little bit jumbled around, you guys, but there's not much to really talk about during the other little arcs and sagas, just because of the fact that Goku is so powerful during this time that a lot of people cannot step up to him in the early Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Even Dragon Ball, I would even say like mid Dragon Ball Z, nobody can mess with him right now. But there's always stuff for that the Grand Priest has planned for Goku, and Goku has yet to meet the Omni King. There's so much that I can do with the story that I'm actually really excited to dive into. So anyway, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for 1 year, and let's carry on for the next year. So anyway, thank you guys so much. If you guys like this series, I know I was kind of tabbing into it. I will go in full detail for the next part. You don't want to miss the ideas that I have for the next one. And the story that I can make out of this What If is insane. So, if you made it this far, let's get this video up to 200 likes. If we can get this video up to 200 likes, I will make another one. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next one.